So when you were a child, did you sleep with a security blanket or a stuffed animal? Seems normal, right? Well, a recent poll conducted by Serta Simmons Bedding discovered that 40% of adults still do it. How can this be true? Well, relationship expert Janice Gant now joins us. Janice, thanks for joining us today.
Hi.
Now,
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome, but it's hard to believe that an adult would still have a stuffed animal with them at bedtime, but apparently it's the case.
That's true, but when you look at it, it kind of makes sense because from the moment a baby's born, we swaddle them with a blanket and we put animals, stuffed animals with them, and kids become really attached to it. And so, because we have emotional memories, cognitive memories, physical memories, when as we grow up, we still have some of those self soothing brain waves in our that remind us that it really does feel good to cuddle with that blanket even if I'm 40 years old.
So when couples first get together, I imagine they find some odd sleeping habits from their significant other. So what are some of the non-negotiables you think that people really don't want to put up with when they start sleeping like that?
Well, I think that if you're sleeping with something that is offensive, like odor wise, or takes up too much room in the bed, or if someone doesn't bathe themselves, then they have some sort of an odor issue. And I think a lot of that would come between the couple. And also if the animal, stuffed animal that they're sleeping with is a pretty big teddy bear, then that might take up way too much space.
Is it kind of a red flag for relationship, or should the other person be like, okay, I guess I can get used to this?
Well, I think if an adult is sleeping with a stuffed animal or a blanket or something from their past, I don't think that that is a red flag at all. The red flag would be if the sleeping with a like an odor animal, stuffed animal, and it was offensive to the partner. Then I think you have to be able to compromise, and I think that the relationship would need to come before the stuffed animal.
Is people sleeping apart becoming more normalized now? You know, like in the back of the old TV days when couple had their own beds, on TV. Is that a thing now? Are people starting to do that?
Well, I think some people are. If I like sleeping with my husband, but if he started snoring really loudly, I would get up and go to the guest room for sure. So if it's our sleep is really important to help us be prepared for the next day and to take care of the tasks that we have before us. So something that is really obstructive to sleep needs to be negotiated because it's too important.
All right, we all need our sleep. Janice Gant, thanks very much
We
for
do.
joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome.